Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today my topic is clause and sentences. Means sentences based on clause. As you already know that clause is a group of words having a finite verb in them. It can form a sentence or part of a sentence. On the basis of clause, sentences are of three types. Number one is simple sentence. Simple sentence is a sentence which contains one finite verb in it. It is an independent clause. It is an independent clause. Means it expresses thought on its own. It has a subject, a finite verb, and an object. Examples of simple sentence are: Ram reads a book. Ram is subject, reads is finite verb, and a book is object. Sita walks on the road. Sita is subject, walks is finite verb, on the road, on is preposition here, and road is here object. So a simple sentence contains only one clause. Now the second type of sentence is compound sentence. Compound sentence. Compound. The word compound itself implies it is made up of two. The compound sentence is made up of two clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions, and each clause in a compound sentence is having its own finite verb. It means that in compound sentence there are two finite verbs. Each clause is having its own finite verb, and these compound sentences or clauses in compound sentences. The clauses are joined by coordinating conjunctions, and these coordinating conjunctions are as under number one, and it is used for adding, and there is but is used for contrast, and there is either or as well as therefore. They are used for as alternative, and there is neither nor. They are used for negation. The examples of coordinating sentences are: as in Javed is a writer and he writes letters. And writes a letter. Javed is subject. Is verb, finite verb. Here is writer. Javed is a good writer. And is here quantity conjunction. He is subject. Writes is here verb. And letter is here object. Now another example is he rose and went to the door of his room. He is subject, rose is finite verb, and is coordinating conjunction used for adding. It adds these two sentences. He rose and went is here verb. And he rose, and the third type of sentence is known as complex sentence. A complex sentence contains a main clause, one or two subordinating clauses. These subordinating clauses are dependent on the main clause. For expression of complete grammatical thought. Sentences, the subordinating clauses can be identified as they begin with subordinating conjunctions. As we have seen that in complex sentences we see coordinating conjunctions, whereas in complex sentences we see subordinate conjunctions. These subordinate conjunctions join the subordinating clause with the main clause in a complex sentence. These subordinate conjunctions are who, whom, which, whose, that, when, where, while, why, so, as, though, if, unless, least, since, before, because, after, till, until. The subordinating clauses can be either relative clauses, they can be either adverbial clauses, or they can be noun clauses. Examples of complex sentences are as under. He is so fat that he cannot run. Here we see that is subordinating conjunction, and from that to he cannot run. He is so fat, it is main clause. It stands on its own for meaning. It gives complete meaning. And This clause is so fat that he cannot run. This clause is subordinating clause, and this clause depends on the main clause for expression of complete thought. It means that this subordinate clause cannot stand on its own. Another example is, my grandmother who is rich sent me a lovely watch. My grandmother who is rich, here who is subordinating conjunction, and this clause who is rich sent me a lovely who is rich sent me a lovely watch. This is subordinating clause. The third is, no other boy in the class is as tall as he, it is subordinating as it is subordinating conjunction, and this sentence is also an example of complex sentence. In nutshell, I can say that a complex sentence is having a main clause, and along with main clause, it is having one or two subordinating clauses, and these subordinating clauses are dependent on the main clause for making a complete thought. Thanks. Stay blessed. I hope that you might have a common idea. Thanks.